welcome back to Cosmetic Chaos. Today we're gonna go through and do a makeup collection. I've been thinking about doing this for a while, and I just want to put on a little disclaimer that I have purchased every single one of these things with my own money. I have not gotten anything for free from any companies. I do have a little bit of disposable income, and this is really my only hobby, so this is where all my money goes. I also realize this is more than anyone could ever use in a lifetime. So please, this is not meant to make an offense to anyone. This is just what I am passionate about. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this collection. Alright guys, so we're going to start with just above my Alex tower. I have my photo of my girls from my bachelorette party from a few years ago, and they all wrote some lovely messages to me. And we will move down here where I have all my costume jewelry, earrings, and things like that. I wear mostly just huge giant earrings with crazy stuff on it, and there's a few things here and here for, ow, I punched my tower, from my grandmother who recently passed away. I very rarely wear them because I'm afraid I'm gonna break them or lose them, but they are there and they are with me always. We have my blue piston speaker, which I use when I'm getting ready or if I want to drive my husband crazy because I like to listen to loud music and dance around my house. And then we have a Bath & Body Works candle, which no girl's vanity would be complete without. So there you go. They are almost always empty. I always need new ones. So going to the first drawer. This is all nail art stuff. So we have stamps. I have this thing here is full of gems and stuff, all that kind of stuff. I also keep my dotting tools and deodorant and my perfume in here just because I don't particularly like to have it out because I don't like clutter. Well, the tops of these are dusty. And I'm not really a perfume kind of person either, so I only have some older ones here, mostly the Ralph Lauren collection that was popular in like early 2000. All of my top coats and base coats are in here too, which you know how I am, swear by that Formula X. Get in there. Ah! This is my quad and duo trio. Single, basically anything that's not a full-size palette goes in here. And I have actually cut out some poster board and stuck it in here because everything was everywhere. So we have the sugar pill ones. These are all Wet n Wild. The 8 pans. I actually used one of these today, this one here, because I felt like it wasn't getting much love. Most of the stuff in this drawer doesn't get a lot of love because I always forget to go in here. Like this, for example. I don't think I've ever used it. We have some Flower Beauty, some trios from Wet n Wild, NYX glitter palette thing. Yeah, that's what we're calling it, a NYX glitter palette thing. That's the technical term. We have some NYX trios, some quads from Wet n Wild. We have these 6-pan Essence palettes that I've recently picked up and just recently did a look on my blog. Then we have the Maybelline Eye Studio quads. I have 6 of these, 5. I like them, but again, I don't use them very often. And then on this side are all of my singles. Oh, there's a couple of duos in here. We have this from Eyeshadow that I have never worn. Well, I have worn it maybe once or twice, but not very common. We have my e.l.f. duos. I got these from Winners. A lot of the stuff from Ipsy that I get goes in here. For some reason, it just kind of like lands in here. And anything that it comes in containers like these, I don't really like these sponge tip mineral makeup things. They don't work very well for me. They feel like, see, they just go everywhere. What do I have at the back here? Oh, we have some Bobbi Brown singles. Like, these shadows are massive. Just massive. I think I got this from All Cosmetics Wholesale. I really like this color. Kind of glad I just found that. I'll leave it there so maybe I remember to use it. So drawer number 3 are all of my paint pots, gel liners, and pigments. So these here are the Chroma-Lines and paint pots from MAC. We have some Ulta color coats, some e.l.f. liners, a Bobbi Brown liner that I never use because I don't feel like it works very well, and the Aqua Lilies Tarte liner. Again, don't feel like it works very well, so I don't use it very often. I'm going to start doing a declutter because I know I'm going to start packing on more makeup in here very soon. Makeup Geek pigment, MAC gel liner and Ivy. We have some of the Maybelline color tattoos here, so these are all color tattoos on this side. We have some Makeup Forever aqua creams, so this is an aqua cream all here, these 4. And then we have another Makeup Geek gel liner. This one is an electric, it's the blue. Some Sugar Pill pigments, some of the MAC pigments. There's Lime Crime pigments back here, but Lime Crime's in trouble right now, so they're hiding. And then we have some Color Pure Ulta pigments, so there's like a bronzy one and a pink pearl one. So that's pretty much it for this drawer. There is a lot of empty space back here, but I find that these just work really well. This tray, it's actually not a tray. It's totally a box I cut up from the Give Me More Lip from this year from Sephora. And then we are moving on to the mascara drawer. I know this is a lot of mascara, and I know that you're supposed to throw them out after 6 months, but I like to try mascara because I have lash challenges. So there's all different types in here. There's my eyelash curlers, there's 2 Shuamura and 1 random one from Ipsy that, again, I don't like, and I don't know why I still have it. Lash primer from Tarte, and I never wear fake lashes, but here are some fun ones that I got. Got these from Winners around Halloween. I got these from Winners around Halloween. And then these I got from Sugar Pill, and I was going to wear them for Halloween, and then I never did because I can't apply false lashes to save my life. If it's between me, false lashes, and death, I'm gonna have to choose death. Next up, we have my favorite drawer, which is my blushes, bronzers, highlighters. So these containers are from By Allegory, and they're amazing. I swear by them. I'm just going to take this out so I can show you. They are acrylic, they fit them, and nothing fits any of these products that I have been able to find except for this. So it fits all your skin finishes. Like these are the big matte compacts from way back. So these are 2 bronzers, got 3 highlighters here. So Lightscapade, Definitely Defined, and Soft and Gentle. Then the Tiki bronzer. This is from Smashbox, the Soft Lights Fusion. And then the Mary Luminizer, which I broke in the day that I got it. It fell out of the pan completely, but I put it back together and it still works, so that's fine. We have Flower Beauty. This is from Ipsy. I was really happy with this. It's actually one of my favorite products I've ever got from Ipsy. Makeup Forever bronzer, Frat Boy from the Bomb, some Tarte eyeshadows. They can be used for eyeshadows, but some Tarte blushes, MAC Melba, and we have an Hourglass blush in Mood Exposure. This is my favorite color from them in the blushes. We have this e.l.f. blush palette. Again, I got this from Winners. They seem really crazy, but they're actually quite nice. The Balm Bahama Mama, Stila Love at First blush. This is pretty cute, actually. It is like hearts and glitter and stuff. Can you just focus on that for me? And then we have an e.l.f. blush. I rarely use this one. It's really, really glittery. There's like glitter chunks in it. Like you can see how glittery it is. It's crazy. Then we have 4 of the NARS blushes. I have Matahari, Deep Throat, Dolce Vita, and Orgasm. I have a duo from Ulta. Came in their free gift recently. When my aunt was there, she picked up some stuff for me. An NYC blush, Park Avenue Plum. This I actually probably got, like, I want to say probably one of the first blushes I ever bought in my life. This definitely needs to go in the garbage. And then we have my NYX blushes. I have 4. I got these on clearance for $2.99 each, so that was pretty sweet. Made a mess. Those are in my amazing drugstore video, which you can click. These are from my amazing drugstore products video, and you can click the link over there. I keep saying clink. Don't clink anything. This is the Hourglass Dim Light Ambient Lighting Power. It does give you lighting power. The e.l.f. Shimmer Palette. This is really great for highlighting your inner corner. It's the only thing I find really stands out for me. Then I have the Hourglass Blush Palette from Christmas. Naked Fleshed. An e.l.f. Warm Bronzer. I like this in the summer when I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. An e.l.f. Contour. And what is this? Contour Blush and Bronzing Powder. And this one is in... doesn't tell me. It's in some colors. And then we have the NARS Laguna. Way back here, I have the original Tarte blush palette from the first limited edition. Then there's the second one from last year. And my MAC depotted blushes are in here. And yes, I label make everything. You'll see why coming soon. So I have one pan missing, and I could definitely depot Melba, but I probably won't. I don't know why. I just really like it. An e.l.f. Cream Blush, a Revlon Cream Blush. This looks really intense, but it's not. It actually goes on quite well. Highlighter. This is supposed to be a blush. It's the Rose Gold, but it doesn't show up on me as a blush at all, so it's a really nice highlight. Blush from Ipsy, a Pixie bronzer that I got from Ipsy, and then some more Ipsy products back here that are just like samples. And then I have an old Sephora like Million Pan palette. I bought one of those and just depotted everything from it because I didn't really like it, so I just depotted what I liked so I could keep it into that pink, crazy pink Z palette. So we have the Shade Light kit in here, the brow box from Too Faced, the Brow Envy, Smashbox Primer Water, the Master Prime by Face Studio. This is really great. It's actually almost empty. I didn't realize that. Oh no, I'm almost empty! Miracle Blur. This was much too much for me. It made stuff slide all over my face. As you can see by my foundations, I'm a real big fan of the True Match. So True Match is all here. This is the Lumi and the regular True Match. I'm the biggest fan of drugstore foundation because my skin tone changes from very, very light to very tan very quickly, so it's expensive for me to stay in foundation that matches. So we have the Infallible, we have the Ready Set Gorgeous. I didn't like this too much. This is probably going to get tossed in the bin. The Fit Me Matte and Poreless, some Fix Plus, and some old Match Master. That only matched me for about a day, and I had to go. So we're running into highlighters and liquid highlighters and concealer. So we have the Buxom Skin Highlighter, we have Eye Beam, Ooh La Lift, the Fit Me, the MAC Prep and Prime in Rose. This makes my under eye circles look more blue. It's supposed to offset that, but it doesn't for me. It makes it worse. The MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I have this in NW20. I do like this a lot. I just find it pumps out too much products at one time, so I try not to use it too much. I know everyone's seen this a few times, the Becca Concealer. We have a Bombshell Stick Highlighter, which I don't use very much either because I find it kind of gloopy. It's almost like putting lipstick on your face, for me. Anyway, the Tints and Sass Lip and Cheek Stain, same thing. I find it's a little bit too much for me. But a What's Up, you know what it is. I can't pronounce it. And then we get into the face powder. So we have a Ready Set Gorgeous, a mineralized skin finish, the True Match Mineral, another skin finish in the new packaging. See, like, this is how dark I get, and this is what it starts with. So these are my darkest and my lightest. It's excessive. And I actually don't even think that is my darkest. Oh no, I lost my little thingy. Stick it back in there. And the infallible powder. Here, drawer number 7 is all of my eyeliners. So we have glitter liners in here, pencil liners, the jumbo sticks. These are all jumbo sticks and pencil liners. We have all of my liquid liners here. I try and have pretty much every color possible. Oh, look, we're gonna have a flashback. I'll put over here my first ever video, which was a review of this eyeliner. And this is how he's treated. These little boxes are also from the Sephora Give Me More Liner and the small Give Me More Lip. So I try and keep my Urban Decay and my Kat Von D liners in these, and my glitter liner in this one, because they are the ones I reach for the most. And then this is just more, oops, how'd that get in there? This is just more pencil liners and a few of the shade sticks that I've gotten lost in here. I have a couple of eyeshadow primers back here as well that I never use because they're crazy colors. Like this one is from Ecoa. It's called Spice Rum. And this is what it looks like. Just seems crazy to me for an eyeshadow base. And this is an e.l.f. Shadow Plus primer, so it's supposed to be both. And again, it's just a little bit too much for me. So the last drawer we have here is really just empty space. I have a MTZ palette, a couple of random perfumes. Sorry, I didn't pull it out all the way. CK Into You. I actually like this one a lot. I should move it to the top. My ex-boyfriend's mom got me that for Christmas one year and I loved it. The box for my Lavish palette, which I found too big, so I took it out of my palette drawer. A NYX Smoky Look collection. This thing is massive. I bought it around Christmas when Rexall had their sale, and this was what that looks like. And there's a whole other drawer in here with like crazy glitter and stuff. I should really give this a chance, maybe do a palette per week with it. Look at that, I want that on my face, that purple. I think I paid like $12 for this, so really it was not too bad of a value. I really should love it more. And then we have the Makeup Forever Professional Paris, the Eye Studio box I believe it was called, with this guy in it. My husband bought this for me for Christmas. I haven't played with it too much because that's when I started doing the blog. And I was doing a lot of palette per week with older stuff that I had not been loving and should have been. So this is coming up soon, I'm sure. And this was another Christmas gift. I actually bought this for myself. You know, one of those times where you go and you buy it and then you hand it to your husband and tell him to wrap it up. That's what happened. It's the Kat Von D Star Studded, and that's what these look like. So next we are going to get into my actual palette drawer. So we will start our viewing experience on this side. Sorry about that noise. That was 100% my chair. So just to give you a full view, this is my palette drawer. I have an eyeshadow addiction. I'm not even going to try and play it like I don't. And then there is more back there. So we're going to start this on this side. I'm just going to go through them very quickly. So in this little crate, I have the Brights by Maybelline, the Nudes, and then the Smokes is back here. I have all of my Sleep palettes in here too, which I'm going to go after. The Urban Decay Fun palette looks like this. Urban Decay MO. Sorry, most of these I do know the name of. I'm just trying to remember what they are offhand. The black palette, the Lorac Mint Edition, Lorac Gold, well, Unzipped Gold, sorry. And then we have the Sleep palettes. So we have Ultra Mattes, I believe that's Acid. They have very nice colors. I do like this stuff quite a bit. This is one of those things that gets lost in the back of my little is a serious understatement, gets lost in my drawer and they never see them again. Oh, it's dirty in there, yucky. Then we have this tiny little Bobbi Brown guy. And I got this from a 500 point perk. It's good for travel or throwing in your purse. We must rebuild. In the next container, well, maybe not. In the next little container here, we have my melt stacks. So they look like this, and they have all the shadows in here. And I try and keep all my neutrals together. So we have my Nude Tude Naughty, Lorac Pro 2, Lorac Pro 1, the Marc Jacobs The Vamp, which I keep in its case and it gets dirty. Looks like that. If you want to see any of these palettes featured or reviewed, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to. I do have a plethora. Or if you want like ideas for looks or whatever, I'm good with that too. And then we have Naked 1, 2, and 3. Better put them in the right order. Don't judge me. And then moving over slightly, sorry about the little jostle there, we have my little palettes all go in the same little container here. So we have the Too Faced Cat Eyes, the Too Faced Bonjour Summer, ooh, my Sonia Kashuk, what is this one? Ion Neutral 2. If you can get your hands on this, get it, especially Canadians. It's a good deal and it's amazing. Then we have Naked Basics 1 and 2. I got this as a 500 point perk as well from Sephora, so it doesn't have a name. And then the Makeup Forever Artist Palettes. Ooh, speaking of Artist Palette, I totally snuck in and got that one from Anastasia Beverly Hills before they were supposed to release it. I got it! I got it! I got it! It should be here next week! I will do a review on that and a first impression. In the front of these small palettes, I have my Anastasia and one Kat Von D palette. So we have the Lavish, which was in my Perfect palette. It looks like that. I keep the look cards for these two, just in case I lose inspiration, so they kind of hang out together. I rarely lose inspiration though. Tamana, and the last one here is Maya Mia. So these are all from ABH. I love their eyeshadows. I love their products. They can do no wrong. Norvina tweets me sometimes, makes me feel special. And then the Kat Von D Lady Bird. So the shade Light, the new one from her, is coming out or is out for VIB. So I'm going to try and pick that up tomorrow when I go to the VIB event. Very excited about that because I think that her products are amazing as well. I'm going to have to pull the next little part out because to get to the ones behind, I can't reach them. So I have a lot of BH products because I do really like their stuff. So this is the BH Hollywood. For a small palette, this packs a lot of punch. It folds out to 16 shadows and 4 blushes. I'm making a mess. Ah! And then I have the Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance Policy. It came with a little shadow insurance that was in this little loopy-doop. And it looks like that. Woo! Then I have all of these Shady Ladies from the Balm. These are other ones that I had to put in my palette per week because I didn't use them enough. And since then I don't think I've used them again. The destash I'm going to do is going to be epic. Then we have the BH Ion 60s. Ow! My finger! The Balm Rockstar Balm Jovi. This was also in my Perfect palette tag for the cutest names. So you can check that out here. And reaching way back into the depths, we have the Aqua Lilies for Tarte. So I really like this series and I really like this style of compact, or sorry, the style of palette. The packaging is cute, it's compact, I enjoy it. gonna keep going with going into the depths. We have the Balm Meat Matte Nude. These shadows are ginormous. I don't know who could hit pan on any of these ever because they are the size of my head. Look at this compared to the size of my finger. It's huge. So then we have the Urban Decay. I'm having a brain fart as to what this is called. I want to call it the Dangerous. I think it's the Dangerous. If I'm not, or if it's not, and I'm a liar, I'll correct myself in editing, I promise. We have the Urban Decay Feminine Palette. Looks like that. I try and leave all like the bits in where they are supposed to be. It just makes the collection more complete to me. Then we have the Balm Voyage. I also keep all the sleeves. Another thing, I don't know why I do that. So again, more huge eyeshadows and some lip and cheek stains on the bottom. I keep moving it over. And in the depths, we have Take Me to Brazil, which is all the bright colors of the planet. Not all of them. I'm sure there's at least 5 more. This is from BH Cosmetics as well. This is another one that doesn't get enough credit in my collection, the Galaxy Chic. These are all baked shadows based on like planets and space and things like that. This is really great. These shadows are crazy pigmented. Like, I'm just gonna touch them. Look at that. They're beautiful. Moving it on down the line. As you can see, everything is starting to fall over. We have the Smashbox Double Exposure. This video is going to be very long, I'm sorry. The Urban Decay Smoked that apparently I just did up instead of undid. Looks like that has the liner in there. This was also in my perfect palette tag. Again, you can click that here. This was the one that I regretted buying and felt like it was an ex-boyfriend and I just needed to get over it. I have the 2 chocolate bar palettes. Sometimes I just leave them open so I can smell them because they smell amazing. Too Faced Pretty Rebel, which Mel wrote all over my face with, and that's why my black looks like that now in my blindfold makeup challenge. And you can check that out here, right here. We have the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty, which I did a tutorial to, and you can click that here, right here. And then we have my 2 cargo palettes. This one is the Let's Meet in Paris, and this one is Vintage Escapes. I was more than pleased with these. I couldn't actually believe I never tried cargo before. They're amazing. Maybe eyeshadow just can't do any wrong as far as I'm concerned or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm not that hard to please. Just give me all the eyeshadows. Then I have the Sigma Paris palette, which something that really bothers me about this doesn't match the sleeve. Why don't they match? Why aren't they the same? I feel jilted. This is the only one where the brush isn't in it. And now it is. It's okay, it's there. So it comes with 2 brushes, 3 blushes, and 8 shadows. And now that brush is going in there, never to be seen again. So on this side, we have the Makeup Geek singles. I use these all the time. It's probably the most grabbed for palette that I have right now. Just a lot of different options. And then I have a second one here that has the Makeup Geek just along the top here. And then in here is the NYX singles, which I never use. And then we have the Too Faced Everything Nice palette. Looks like this. Sorry, I'm trying to see what I'm doing at the same time as show what's going on. Then back here is the Smashbox Masterclass 3, which I got at the last VIB sale, and I love. This is also in the perfect palette tag. Love it. The last tray I have here is the Sigma Flare palette. This isn't my favorite Sigma product, to be honest, so I'm not even gonna bother opening it. So we have the Steal It in the Garden. This is my favorite Sigma product. This is the Resort palette, and I use this all the time in the summer, pretty much non-stop. Topaz and Papaya, these two here, definitely on my daily use in the summer. We have the Kat Von D chrysalids, looks like that. Again, another one I don't use very often, not really sure why. And then last but not least in the drawer is the electric palette, which I'm obviously in love with because I use it all the time. It's been in many videos. It's always popping up. Always popping up, popping up. Electric. So, just below here is my empties, if you're wondering what that bag is. And then up here, we have my brushes. So this is actually a Pampered Chef container. It spins, and I got this on Kijiji for $5. I was looking for one, and I didn't want to pay full price for it because I'm cheap. Probably because I gotta feed that makeup habit. And I realized how messy all my brushes are, but that's on the list of things to do today, I promise. This little guy here, this is my Kat Von D contour brush, the double-ended brush that sleeps in a coffin, which is great for storage. It's the only reason I wasn't sure if I was gonna buy it or not was because of that. Moving on to the top of the other tower, just my makeup remover, my glasses. So back in the corner, I have a box full of larger palettes. I have the Vice 2, the Vice LTD, which was upside down, the Vice 3, you can see me in the reflection, hello peoples, the Lorac Mega Pro. If you hadn't noticed, I'm kind of a sucker for limited edition. A few of my favorite things by Too Faced. This is one of their Christmas ones, looks very similar to the other one I already showed you in the palette drawer. Everybody has seen me use this time and time again. That BH yellow up in the corner. It's the Party Girl palette. And then we are going to get into my original obsession, which was my MAC eyeshadows. I'm only going to go through this quickly because they are pretty popular and most people have seen them. So this is the double palette, which is always causing me trouble because my stuff's always falling out. When I was like 21, 22, the only eyeshadows I would use are those two in the top corner. This is Bravado from Take Wing, and I wish they would re-release it because I would buy it in a heartbeat. So this is why all my palettes are labeled, the MAC palettes, because you can't see in them. These are my blue and greens. It does say green and white, but I know what I actually meant. My pinks and bronzes. Blues and blue blacks. Mostly these are just like really dark. My browns, this is reached for a lot because it has wedge in it. This is wedge here. Some of them have been damaged from depotting. Sorry guys. And then this is one of the newer palettes that has like Rule and Orange I use a lot, and the Peacock in the bottom corner. Then we have the 120 color palette from BH that I don't reach for very often unless I'm experimenting and I don't want to use my expensive stuff. So this is from BH and that's the 4th edition. We have the Kat Von D palette from not last year but the year before. What is this one called? The Spellbinding, right. This is probably one of my favorite packaging as well. I really like Kat Von D as a person. I think she's somebody to look up to, and I think it's the real person you should be kind of using as a mentor. The last palette I have is the e.l.f. 100 color. This is one of the first ones I got into when I was going really crazy into makeup, which was probably not last year, maybe 3 years ago. I've always had a lot of makeup, but that was what I bought when I was like really going nuts. So also in this corner I have the Too Faced Carousel. This little white thing here, I actually got this from Winners. My glasses, these are my spy glasses. Doesn't make me a spy or anything, but my 2 Michael Kors watches and a Betsy Johnson watch. They are the only 3 watches I own. I will probably never buy another one because, you know, gold, rose gold, and silver is really all you need. I may buy a black one, who knows. My last thing I have here is just my little Givenchy shelf thing. I got this from Winners. It has a blush, or sorry, eyeshadow on the top, face powder, and a blush in here. It's actually quite beautiful. I like this a lot. It's good for travel. And it's cute. Isn't it just the cutest? Don't you just love it? So, moving on to my shelves. So these are my shelves that are on the side. These shelves are from Ikea. I think they were 60 bucks for a pack of 3. Just gonna go through my acrylic drawers here quickly. And I promise we're almost done. So I just have some primers in here, some gel liners, and a couple of singles from Art NC In that I like to use quite a bit. And then we have some concealers. I use these Makeup Forever palettes. As you can see, I've really gone through this one. It's almost gone completely, so I've already bought a replacement. This is my everyday paint pots and gel liners. So we have Painterly and Soft Ochre, and then the L'Oreal Infallible liner in there. I got me my brow products in here, so it's all Anastasia except for 1 or 2 things. This drawer is my lip palette drawer, so anything that I couldn't really stand up into the trays. That is misplaced. What are you doing in there? They were going in here. So there's a Bite Beauty, a MAC, Sonia Kashuk, and just a Rosebud Salve that go in there. On top of that, I have my 2 Bite Beauty double-ended lipsticks. All of my tube type lipsticks, so like lip tars and the melted lipsticks are in there. In this lip tray, I have my Dose of Colors, my Urban Decay from the gift set from Christmas, and my lip, like balms and things like that, so baby lips, lip treatments, all that kind of stuff. I have 1 random NARS lipstick in here, and then this is an e.l.f. lip exfoliator, which is falling apart. Don't really know why. And then in this one, this is all of my lip. In this guy here, we have all of my lip products. So this is all my Revlon Kissable Balms, my Revlon lip glosses. I can't remember what they were originally called. They've been repackaged into into cylinder tubes. In the second drawer here, these are all my MAC lip glosses, and there's a couple things from Bombshell in there, and a CoverGirl Wet Slicks. There's a Bite lip gloss in here too, right here. Sneaky. I try and keep them organized by brand for the most part. This one here, I have some NYC Bomb Stains, a Wet Slicks from CoverGirl, some NYX Stila, this is Patina. I bought these 2 in L'Oreal Infallible lip glosses when a drugstore was going out of business around us, and they're terrible. I'm gonna get rid of those. An Ulta Butter Balm, and another lip crayon from Ulta. Oh, I missed a drawer. This one here has my last Kissable Lip Balm, some stuff from Ipsy, Tarte, and Hourglass. It's actually, there's some NYX and some Sephora in there too. And some Smashbox. This one is the same kind of deal. It's all mixed up. Some NYX, e.l.f., NARS, Lorac. This Lorac lip gloss actually came with the mint edition. And if you look at it, it looks really gloopy. But it's not. It's probably one of my favorite lip glosses that I have. And I don't even like lip gloss. I just buy it because I have a problem. Maybe I should go to like an addiction counseling or something. The top drawer here is my Buxom, and these Revlon Kissable Bombs are showing up everywhere. So we have the Buxom all along here. This is my favorite one, Sugar. I've gone through about 5 tubes of Sugar, and then some Bite Beauty. Can't remember what they're called. They're by Bite. Anyway, and in the top here, I have mostly just my. So in the top, I have my sample size lip products. Whoa. In the top here, I have my sample size lip products and a few other lip glosses. So we have some Makeup Forever, Bare Minerals, Bite, Kat Von D, the most pathetic sampling of the Posy Bomb ever. So I've only used this twice, and see the size of this bad boy. It's so cute. Like, it's little. I get that it's little. Oh, ready? 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 That's all they give you! What kind of a sample is this? Is this a joke? look at this. That is it. That's all they gave? I've not even used it. Just in comparison, this is from the same box. This is from Sugar. It's from the same promo box, and that's how much product they gave. Do you think I'm still bitter about this? This is the comparison. It's almost full size, and the other one literally has nothing in it. Anyway, moving on from Captain Ranty Pants. So, going up here, we have my Kat Von D and MAC lipstick collection. I'm not going to go through and open all these because I will eventually do a lipstick collection only. Then we have Urban Decay in the back there, some Revlon lip butters in the very back, Gerard Cosmetics and YSL in the front. Moving on to this side, we have the NYX Butter and NYX Matte and my Kat Von D liquid lipsticks over there. In the very back, there is some Maybelline matte bombs. The, oh, my brain's stopping working. The matte bombs, not matte bombs. They're not matte bombs at all. Man, whatever. I'll write it down. And then this is my I'm a effing princess brass knuckles mug that I keep my lip liners in. So last but not least, we have the top shelf, which I have my VIB Rouge water bottle from the last one, a little Wonder Woman. A MAC Cameo pigment that's full of pigments that are all like rose and rose golds. And then the C and R candles that my mom gave me when we first moved into the house. So sorry guys, I know this took forever and was a million miles long, but just look at all this funness that we have. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.